My landlord is entering without notice and saying my girlfriend can't visit. I am from New Zealand and need help with dealing with my landlord. Thank you. I, 20M, was looking for accommodation at the start of this year, 2024, at a city in the North Island away from my hometown in the South Island. Thankfully, I did find an apartment in a building and moved in late January. The place I am staying at is perfect and is super close to where I study. It is run by a trust that subsidizes the apartments and only rents them out to people working or studying in this specific profession. Unfortunately, the profession is very specific, so I cannot say which one, but it is a sort of international trade. The trust owns around 20 apartments in the building, and the rent is around 1/2 of the usual cost, which I am very grateful for. One of the problems I have been having with my landlord, 65F, is that she is saying that I am not allowed to have anyone stay at my apartment. This usually wouldn't be a problem for me as I live alone, but my girlfriend of 2 years sometimes visits me for a week every few months from the South Island, and as I only have 2 weeks off out of my 10-month study period this year, it is hard for me to go down and visit her without missing out on my schooling. I took a photo of my contract I signed at the start of the year with the trust, and it states that the person signing these conditions, the guest, me, acknowledges and agrees that these conditions apply and extend to any person, referred to as the invitee, occupying or visiting the apartment and/or building at the invitation and authority of the guest. It then goes on to explain the rules, such as no smoking, etc. I have taken this contract to a property and renter's lawyer to review, and they said that me as the guest is allowed to have people referred to as the invitee occupy or visit the apartment as stated in the written and signed contract. I have had many back-and-forth conversations with my landlord, which started when I first moved in. I told her that my girlfriend might come up throughout the year to visit, and that she was not living here, which she was fine with and said she was welcome. Fast forward to a few months later when my girlfriend was visiting, my landlord came into my apartment unannounced when my girlfriend was home alone. She has done this 3 times, and I will get to that later, and told my girlfriend that I was to come see her in her office downstairs. When I talked to her, she said that there was a 2-day limit on how long my girlfriend could stay, for which she had never informed me about previously. She also said that I am to tell her when my girlfriend will next be visiting, and for how long. My girlfriend is currently visiting me, and yesterday when I went to my course at 8 a.m. my girlfriend was in bed asleep. My landlord, who knows my course schedule as I have told her multiple times along with others from my course who stay at the same place, came into my apartment with her keycard at 9:20 to deliver a post-it note asking if I could see her in her office again. There is a crack under the door, she could have slid it under. She also has my phone number and email to contact me on, but still chose to enter my apartment with no prior notice. My girlfriend, who was still asleep at the time, woke up half naked to my landlord standing in the doorway staring at her. My landlord has done this multiple times to me as well as other people. My friend from my course, 23F, who lives alone and stays in the same place, had just got out of the shower and had a towel around her, which she said she doesn't usually do. When she opened the door from the bathroom to go to her bedroom, she saw our landlord in her apartment, along with a pest exterminator laying rat bait. She had no prior notice to the man in her apartment, as she was shocked to say the least. Also, I remember a story from someone who worked in the profession for a local, well-known company which helps pay for the trust. A few years ago, he was staying in the apartment along with several colleagues. All had the same problem with the landlord coming into the apartment whenever she pleased. They collectively told the company they worked for, who got the union involved, and the landlord was disciplined, and scoring the employee, she stopped entering their apartments. My intention with this post is to get some help with what I should do next. I know she can't enter when she wants, and she had no grounds to tell me who I can and can't have stay visit. But I am afraid that if I take legal action, I could lose the apartment.